doing, cause I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to. I look funny, but yo, I'm making money, see? So yo, world, I hope you're ready for me. Now gather round. I'm the new fool in town, and my sound's laid down by the underground. I drink a bottle of Hennessy you got on your shelf, so just let me introduce myself. My name is Humpty, pronounced with the umpty.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Week 4 of The Gut vs. the Geek, presented by FantasyLlama.com. My name's Aaron Vella, and I'm the Gut.
I'm Brad Reimer, the Geek. Let's get this party started!
All right, party boy, let's calm down here. Let's put that geek hat back on, and let's dive into the analytics from last week.
Wow, tough crowd here. Well, I overall did great, within 2 points on all positions, but just to do a specific case study, look at QB1, less than 1 point, actually 0.02 on a 0% differential. Wow.
Good Lord, the amount of nerd in your numbers never ceases to amaze me. But anyway, so who won last week's bet? I'm serious. Geek.
Hey, I'll try being less nerdy when you try being more intelligent. It appears that the Geek won, and that's 2 in a row, putting me on a little winning streak. You know what that means, Gut? No, you don't. And until you get your head out of your gut, you won't know. Tell him, Lloyd. Lloyd.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
Well, now that we got that noise out of the way, let's go on to the picks. What's the llama saying here for quarterback this week?
Hey, look, kids. There's Big Ben and there's Parliament.
Yes, that is right. Clark Griswold, Big Ben this week in London versus the Vikings, connecting with Heath and Antonio Brown.
Big Ben in London. It makes sense. He went big last week. See that trend continue this week. But let's go on to the Guts pick. At quarterback, not making much of a stretch here. 2 words. Peyton friggin' Manning. The Eagles have been shredded. That trend will also continue. Geek, who do you got?
Nice math. That's actually 3 words. Congrats. But I'm going with, I used to date JessicaSimpson.com.org, Mr. Tony Romo at San Diego.
That's just great. Only thing worse than that pick was your Jessica Simpson reference. But let's move forward now. On to the running backs. Who's the llama saying?
Llama forecast. Shady with a slight chance of Bandango McCoy putting points on the board.
Okay. Shady McCoy, I like a lot. I also like you getting a rider very soon. On to the Guts pick. Alfred Morris, Redskins, back to the basic, pounding the rock. Hey, Geek, who you got this week?
I know you think I'm dorking out this week, but I'm going to say Matt Rappin-Forte against Detroit. I see a lot of receiving and a lot of rushing with some TDs.
Dork out this week. That's every day. Anyway, Matt Forte, expect points in receiving, don't see it rushing. But now let's move on to wide receivers. The llama says who? Geek.
I am reading that it is Antonio Banderas Brown for the Steelers this week in London via the Euro.
Antonio Banderas. Really? So, Antonio Brown, solid pick, reconnecting with Big Ben. The Gut going with Dez Bryant this week. Every week the number one's gone big against the Chargers. Don't see it changing this week. Geek, who you calling?
I'm pretty certain I hate your face. But the Geeker's picking Julio Jones this week. I have a feeling that Mr. Bill Belichick has no idea what's about to hit him up his 2-hole there in Atlanta.
The Julio Jones against that tough Patriot defense, huh? Man, Belichick's 2-hole. Yes? Is that the appropriate segue to tight ends? I guess it is. Geek, what's the llama say?
You're looking to lock into some more fantasy points this week from the tight end position. I'm saying grab 3 ingredients. 1, chocolate. 2, marshmallows. And 3, Jimmy Graham. For your s'mores when you're camping. Ugh,
Jimmy Graham, with or without the marshmallow and chocolate, solid call, always produces. But the gut, this week, I'm digging deep into my gut, and we're going with Rob Hausler of the Arizona Cardinals. Been on the shelf for a bit, showed up last week, expect him to show big this week. Hey, Geek, who do you got?
Thanks, Gut. We're all refreshed and equally as challenged by your unique point of view. So we appreciate that, really do. But the Geek's pick this week is Scott Chandler. Buffalo going against Baltimore. Manuel has very little options to turn to besides Stevie Johnson.
So you're going with a rookie quarterback to his tight end because he's tall. Anyway, on to kickers. Kickers. What's the llama say?
If I throw a stick, will you leave? I didn't think so. But anyway, Llama's telling us Matt Prater. Mile High Air and Philadelphia seeing a lot of points on that scoreboard this week.
Matt Prater at a Mile High, I like it a lot. For the gut, I'm feeling Matt Bryant from the Atlanta Falcons simply because my standard. He's in a dome and he's going to score points. Easy kickins. Geek, who do you got?
To continue my geek streak of the week, I'm going with Dan Carpenter. Miami against New Orleans in the Big Easy, baby.
Dude, they haven't needed a carpenter in New Orleans since Katrina. Rob Ryan's going to make sure that continues. So speaking of defense, who's the llama calling? Geek?
The llama has spoken. This shall be a wrath of the Titans. Two will enter the arena, and only one shall leave victorious. Geno Smith be you. Ha 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 ha.
Whoa, what just happened? Stop looking at me like that. Why? Weirdo? Look, I'm looking at you like this too. Let's just move on. Come on.
Totally agree. Wrath of the Titans will hold supreme. More importantly, the guts pick, Arizona Cardinals, taking on a rookie quarterback drafted in the 3rd round. Expect them to cause all kinds of havoc with the Honey Badger and Patrick Peterson going nuts. Hey, Geek, who you calling?
Well, Gut, I'm going with my gut this week, and I'm picking the Pittsburgh Steelers in London because I don't think Minnesota even has a quarterback, let alone two to choose from.
Well, now we'll go to the Llama Locks of the Week. If you're picking winners, here's your 3 easy winners. 1, Dallas at San Diego. Do it easily. Indy at Jacksonville, not a problem. New Orleans Saints versus Miami, expect them to win at home. Those are your Llama Locks of the Week. Book them. Since the Geek hates to gamble, the Gut's going to take you through the cover dogs of the week. Philly at Denver, a 12-point dog. Expect them to cover with a couple of cheap scores late. 2, Detroit for Chicago. Chicago, a 3-point dog. Expect them to cover that as well. Those are your cover dogs of the week. And thanks again for joining us for Week 4 of the Gut versus the Geek, presented by FantasyLlama.com. Score big or go home.
And credere notitia.